Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to do a life between the pages kind of segment. I did this a couple of weeks ago and I've just been so busy. Anyway, just a little catch up on what I'm doing. I've created two systems. I'm in the process of creating two systems. One is going to be a little tiny survey that readers can take because I write in multiple genres. I often get DMs from readers saying which book should they start with. So, because I write multiple genres, I can get where, it'd be difficult to decide that. So, I've created a little survey. It's not quite done. It's actually been much more complex technically than I thought it was going to be. I don't do tech stuff typically, so ChatGPT is walking me through each step of the way. Anyway, it's about 90% done, and I'm going to be out of town this coming week for the Happily Indie After in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I've been preparing for that as well, shipping books up and so forth. So the launch for the survey will probably not be until after I get back, maybe the 1st of September, but hopefully forthcoming pretty soon. Also, because I just finished book 5 in the Last Safehouse series called The Last Command, I am doing the finishing touches on editing for that. I've got to get the cover formatted for print, and so I'm trying to really hurry and get the edits done because you can't really do the print format for the cover until you know the page count. You don't know the page count until you're done editing. It's all like this little connected dot thing that you have to make sure one's done before you can go to the next step and the next. So the next step right now is finishing the edits for The Last Command. I'm trying to do that before I go out of town so that my book cover designer can be working on the dimensions for the print cover while I'm gone. Hopefully by the time I get back, it'll be ready to I'll put it all together in Atticus and upload it to the platforms that I use to distribute it. So I've got that going on. And then I had started another little survey kind of thing. It's a little bit bigger survey than what I had planned on just for readers, for ARC readers, because I haven't done ARC readers for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 books, but I think I'm going to start that back. I've had a lot of requests for it. It's usually by the time I get the request, the book's already out or it's going to be out in the next few days or a week, and it's too late to really implement that source. So I've decided to hopefully with The Last Command, if I can get all my ducks in a row by then, have that survey out. So if you're interested in being an ARC reader for The Last Command, I would prefer if you could read the first 4 books first. If you're interested in that, just reach out to me. I'll be glad to discuss with you how we can get those books to you quickly. The main purpose for doing this is I need reviews. I have some reviews for The Last Safe House, fewer for the next books after that. I know thousands of people are reading them because I'm having thousands of downloads. I just need reviews. I need some good reviews, but I mean, if you think the book's mediocre, that's probably better than no review at all. That's debatable. But anyway, so that's another system that I'm setting up now, is trying to work out something to begin ARC reading again, beginning with The Last Command. The other thing that I'm doing is creating a brand new series because the Last Safehouse series is winding up. I need something else to write, and the next book I plan to write is my Christmas book. I like to do an annual Christmas book. I just started that last year, but I really enjoyed it. I've decided this year I'm going to start a Christmas series. Never heard of that. You know me, I'm always thinking outside of the box. But it's going to be a series. I'll write 2 a year. One come out every November, December for Christmas. The other one I'm hoping will come out every July because we celebrate Christmas in July, little mini Christmas things the way we do. So 2 books a year will come out in that series. So I've begun the world building for that, and I already have the first story written in my brain. I've got to get it written on paper though. And then in addition to that, the prequel that I plan to write to go with the last, Safe House series will come out in January. If you've read The Last Safe House, the prequel will cover Krista's parents' story, how they began, how they met, and their love story and their beginnings. So I have that going on. In the very back crevices of my mind, I also am already thinking of the next full series that I want to write that will be the all year, like the replacement for the Last Safe House series. So I haven't decided really any options on that. I have a few ideas of what I want it to be. But these are the things that indie authors have to think about. It's juggling a dozen hats at one time, and these are just my creative hats. I also have marketing hats and tech hats and editing hats and all the other hats that we have to wear. It's fun. I love it. It's exhausting. I work 8, 10, sometimes 12, the other day, 15 hours in one day. Kind of like Elon Musk. Every waking hour, pretty much, I'm working at some form of this or another. But I love it, and the old adage, if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I'd rather be working than playing. I'm just boring like that. Anyway, that's the catch up of life between the pages for an indie author. And if you're still listening to this, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you, and I'll check in another couple of weeks, maybe after a Happily Indie After, to see how it goes. This will probably be my last convention I will attend. It's really hit or miss. If you're not an indie author, you might not realize what goes into that, but we have to start planning for these things months in advance. How many books we need to take, which is dependent on how many tickets are sold to the convention, and we have to ship them ahead of time so that we know that they're there. And then there's all the other planning behind the scenes, the swag, and personal planning, and flights to book, and hotels to book. It's a lot. It's very expensive. It's very time consuming. It's very physically demanding and emotionally demanding. I have a low energy issues because I have some chronic health issues, so it really takes a lot out of me. And then going in all the physical demands and emotional demands of that, and then returning, it takes me literally a week to get over all of it once I get back. So I honestly, it's hit or miss. I've had one convention where I did really, really well. The last 2 conventions I did very, very poorly. And so who knows what this one's going to be. It's really hit or miss, which is why I've decided that I'm going to spend my little bit of energy I have and money and spend it elsewhere to make more of an impact on my personal career of building my readership. That's what it's all about. It's building readership, finding readers that resonate with what I'm writing. They're out there. I've already found a bunch of them, but I need 10,000 more. And so I need to find those readers that resonate with my voice or my style. I write in different genres, but they have that singular theme of people who come across struggles that they never imagined that they would be able to live through, and how they come through it. Sometimes their family pulls them through. Sometimes their found family helps pull them through. Their faith, their own determination, their sheer will to live. Different things pull them through, but that's kind of the thread that weaves between all of the books that I write. So anyway, I need to find those readers. If I can do that sitting in the comfort of my own home, spending much less money through promotions, through TikTok, through Facebook, through other platforms, through BookBub, through this new platform I found called Book Signal. If you haven't signed up for that as a reader, you really need to sign up for that. It's completely free for readers. You sign up, they match you not just by genre, but your interest, by how much spice you like, how much description you like, just everything. They ask you, you have to take a survey. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes to do the survey. It's very in-depth. But then they match you to books that they have scanned and researched and know more than just the generic genre terms for it. So you're not just going to be matched with romance if you click that you like romance. You're going to be matched with books that really match with you. So it's a great platform, booksignal.com/readers. Actually, it's not .com. I apologize. It's booksignal.app/readers to sign up for your matching. It's free to readers, so take advantage of that, because I have 2 of my books in there so far. I intend to have all of my books in there eventually. I love the platform. I've talked with the owner of the platform, who's also an author. I think it's a really fantastic idea, really fantastic implementation of the idea. It's in beta program, so there are some glitches in it, but just be a little patient, and they work things out pretty quickly from what I've seen. So anyway, these are all different things that I've been juggling, and I've partnered with Book Signal because I believe in the platform. I believe in what they're doing, and so I've been doing some extra promotion for them in that regard. So anyway, that's catching you up. That's the deal. I'm going to be catching you up more after the convention and letting you know how life's going. Life between the pages with indie authors. Thanks for listening. If you're still here, that means you're a real trooper.